Hi, I'm Carmen. A lot of people call me OMO for Old Man Outdoors. That's my trail name. What in the world did Maggie and I use whenever we did the Centennial Trail out in South Dakota? We did a complete through hike. What did we use to do our videography and pictures? Well, I can assure you, we did not use stuff like this. We used stuff like that. And we're going to go into the office today and I'm going to go over it with you in a very simplistic way. So welcome to the channel. Glad you're here, and if you feel like subscribing, please do. If you want to share, please do. If you want to put a like on it, that'd be wonderful. Anyway, we'll see you in just a second. Alrighty. I want to tell you, it's another gear review. It makes you just want to dance, yeah. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I'd like to welcome everybody. Actually, Willie would like to welcome everybody. He's howling right now because he's alone and I'm not in there with him. So here we go. Willie, I'm in here. Everything's good. All right. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, and I'm sitting in my little bitty office that's all crammed and stuff, so I'm trying to do the best I can. I've never done one from my office like this before, so I'm trying. Alright, so anyway, this is part 2 of the camera and equipment that we used on the Centennial Trail in South Dakota. It was a through hike. It took a couple of weeks to do, so this is what we're going to be doing. So each one of us, Maggie and I, we carried a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra smartphone, and the specs on that, I'm going to have to actually read it. Okay, so they take professional grade video. It's everything up to 8K. Now we shot these. We had these set on 2K because I really didn't want to download big old files, But then again, I didn't want to download small files either. So I found that 2K set at 60 frames per second worked very well for us on everything. So anyway, it's got super steady stabilization for really smooth when you're walking or moving and stuff like that. It stays very, very smooth, and it works at it's got a real smooth system at 60 frames per second at all light levels, which is like pretty cool. The picture, you can actually take a 33 megabyte picture from the video itself if you choose. The cameras on here, these cameras here, it's 108 megapixels at wide angle. That's pretty nice, okay? 12 megapixels at ultralight, 40 megapixels on the selfie, and it's got dual zoom, which provides a real smooth zooming in and zooming out. And the audio is actually pretty good on it. But these are by Samsung. It's the Ultra 21. So I'll probably try. Alrighty. Up next. And I'll probably do a video on, I'll do some close-up video for you on that as well. The next thing we took, instead of those great big cameras now, the next thing that's up, we took the GoPro. In this case, I took a GoPro Hero 7 because the Hero 7 is where the first hyper smooth stabilization came out on. You can walk, you can, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not on a road bike, I'm not on a motorcycle, I'm not doing, back four-wheel driving or anything like that. I'm just walking, I'm hiking. So I found that the hyper smooth stabilization on the GoPro Hero 7 was perfectly fine. So I'll hold it up to you there. And turn it sideways. There you go. Hero 7. It's in its case, a little hard shell case, protected a little bit. and it weighs in around 5 ounces. So you might find that to be good. Now this shoots video anywhere from 1080 all the way up to 4K and 25 frames per second up to 240 frames per second. I know I won't get into all that on what frames per second. Anyway, the camera portion of it, when you're using these to take still photos, is 12 megapixels, and the speed of the lens in it is 2.8. So it's really nice. It does time lapse. It does time warp, where it'll, like, everything goes like super fast, you know. And then it's got night photo, which is really, really nice. So that is your GoPro 7. Okay, next up is the DJI Osmo Action Camera. That's this one right here. Now this one is inside of its protective case is actually not stock. I ordered a different case for it because I found that the case on the DJI for me on this camera caused some kind of feedback. So, and also you got to take it all out to change the battery or whatever, like on the GoPro. So I got this new frame, this action frame here. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it's by a company called Small Rig. It is tough, tough, tough. It weighs in with this metal frame. It's aluminum. It weighs in at 7 ounces. So it's probably, its overall weight's about the same as the GoPro, around 5. And it shares a lot of similar features. The video quality goes from 720 to 1080 to 2K and 4K. It shoots at 24 frames per second all the way up to 240 frames per second. The camera shoots on a 35mm format, and the lens is a 2.8 lens. That's how fast. And the megapixels for that lens is 12 megapixels. That's the camera part of it. The DJI stabilization is called Rocksteady. It's very much like the GoPro Hypersmooth. Found it to work wonderful. And again, because I'm hiking, not dashing around and all that other stuff, the Rocksteady on this camera worked very, very, very well. So it also shoots slow motion. It shoots time lapse. It also shoots HDR video as well. So it is absolutely, it's a killer little camera, just like the GoPro is. The only problem is that I found, because GoPros seem to be sort of fidgety. So I found that the GoPro sometimes would just turn itself on and the battery life didn't last that long. So I ended up using the DJI through almost all the video that you see on our through hike of the Centennial Trail. So if you like the video on that, it was shot on this little bitty camera right here. So that was the DJI. So, but no put down on GoPro. GoPro's great. GoPro's come out with the GoPro 10 that is supposed to be a killer camera, man. That's supposed to be really good. You might want to check that out. Now my wife got me this right here. I would just hook it up. It comes out. You can hold it. Anyway, the camera's attached up here. So anyway, I would take it and put it in my sternum strap like this with the camera facing forward and hike. So that's how I did some of the moving videos. It's a GoPro setup. It's very nice. The bottom unscrews and it'll screw back in this way. Very, very quick. And it all pops out and you get yourself a tripod. So that works really well, and this all extends out really long so I could get those long, further than arm reach videos shooting back at me, or if I wanted to get close to the ground stuff as well. So anyway, that's the way that all works. All the equipment we took, and we didn't have to take any of that heavy stuff, and that was the whole idea. So we saved a ton of weight, but we also got really good videos. Now I do suggest that you read up and find out how to set these cameras. We set ours, or I set them, on cinematographic settings, which means I had to get some diffusion filters different filters for them, because when you do that, it makes the camera very, very hypersensitive to light, and it will shoot overexposed. So you got to get some diffuse lenses or polarizers, different grades, so you can get the light balance correct on these when you're shooting it to get that nice big cinematographic look. But that you can look and study up on. You can find videos on that, like I did, on setting your camera for cinematographics. Cinematographic video. Yes, that's a mouthful. That's tough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't bore you to death. That was part 2 of the Centennial Trail gear review, and it was on cameras and equipment. That's what we used. We didn't use the big stuff. Next up, part 3, probably be starting some clothes. Y'all want to see what we wore? I don't know, maybe have a fashion show or something? Alright. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, hit the like button, do the subscribe thing. Appreciate it, want to grow the channel, and I will catch you later, folks. Love my little sweet babies. Give me a kiss. Oh, thank you, baby dudes. Yeah, baby. Mr. Willie and Miss Molly Brown. Yeah. Y'all my babies. I know. Yeah. I don't know what to say.